Welcome to Nitwit ChitChat, the podcast about nothing with nobody important. I'm Taylor. This is David.
Hi.
This is Sam over here.
Hey, what's up?
That's Raul.
Hi.
And introducing special guest, Ryan.
Hi.
I like that we're like.
Wave.
I like that. Yeah, I like that we're making like visual.
Yeah.
We're doing like visual hand gestures.
It's gonna sound great on the podcast.
That's alright.
It's gonna look great on the podcast.
What do you mean look?
It's already.
Alright, so why do we have Ryan?
Because Ryan, he's been a long time pal. You know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We started podcasting as Ultra Fanfic Force 4 a
We're
long time
gonna
ago.
back that up.
Why?
We'll
Well,
just
you
leave
know-
it in.
Okay.
Yo,
No, we were
bleep it.
No, it doesn't matter. No, because we were trying to keep it like hidden. Because I don't know, kind of embarrassed.
So they
about
could
it.
like find it.
Embarrassed about it.
Why?
You wrote some good stuff.
We had some good stuff.
All right.
We had stuff, certainly.
David,
Stuff,
why are you
yeah.
blushing?
Oh my! I'm blushing.
Oh no.
Oh,
David,
yeah.
oh,
Oh,
why are you
goodness
blushing?
And of course,
All right. So what do you guys want to talk about?
well,
You know, what do we got?
You guys go first. I got something I gotta look up though.
All right. What do
I
we
was
got?
just
What
on
do we
it a
got on the
second ago.
agenda? Sam, you seemed pretty interested in doing this thing.
oh yeah,
What do you want?
well, just this last week I finished watching all of DuckTales,
DuckTales.
2017.
2017 Anime of the Year.
All of it?
All of it. All 9 episodes.
Oh.
Wait, there's
Crazy
There's only
long,
9
like,
episodes.
9?
Took me 1 day max.
What are they like? Are they like 15-minute episodes?
Nah,
or 30?
they're like 30.
They're like 30. Yeah.
So kind of like
One
a
of
Gravity
them's an
Falls
hour
kind of
long.
deal.
No, yeah. Like the first episode was like 40 minutes. I'm like,
I
I'm
actually
not
never
watching
watched
this.
Gravity Falls.
What do you mean?
So I don't know about
It's
that.
too
It's
long.
2 episodes.
It's too long.
But it's so good.
I guess.
Honestly, show of last year. And maybe this year.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we're only
Fair
about 13 days into the year, so any show could be the show of the year so far.
Nah. Or maybe Carl Pilkington's new show, Sick of It. Starring Carl Pilkington.
Nah, I'm already sick of it.
Okay.
There you go.
got him there.
I got a successful.
Dab.
It's first episode too.
I got my pun in.
Oh, yes.
Dab that nobody can see on the podcast.
This is the first
That's what I say.
episode.
Yeah, we got our first episode out. Woo!
Alright.
Yeah.
Woo!
So
It's
you guys-
the first episode.
It's only a
You
matter of
guys
time.
watch Seinfeld?
I
Yeah,
do.
of course.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all watch Seinfeld.
Julia Louise Dreyfus. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but
Dreyfus?
Elaine.
Dreyfus.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seinfeld.
Yeah.
She is officially done with chemotherapy.
I saw that.
Really?
I
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah,
Wait,
good for
I
her.
saw that.
What does she have?
It
Cancer.
was
When
breast
she become a
cancer.
doctor.
It was breast cancer.
Okay.
She had breast
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah.
And I was all like, oh
I'm not
no.
laughing at that.
I was all like, oh no.
Oh,
Not Julia.
I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah.
Well,
it's been going on for some time.
I guess
It
that's
has.
what I get for not being updated. Well, what about that one guy from
Seinfeld?
no, that Nickelodeon show, Lazy Town?
Lazy Town.
Stefan
Oh,
yeah.
Stefan?
Yeah, he had cancer.
Oh yeah, he
Had?
survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got cancer again.
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you hear about
And then
that?
he beat that
Yup.
too.
Dang.
That was yeah.
Yeah, this guy's crazy.
Good guy.
That's
That
pretty
guy's
good.
crazy strong.
Yeah.
Because of all those workouts.
Well, he got huge support. If I don't know, you guys like saw any of the GoFundmes for all of that stuff?
No,
it
yeah.
was crazy.
Like,
People,
did you see his Facebook Live thing?
Yeah, everything was blowing up. It was crazy. And when did that We Are Number One even start? Because what was like the original air for that, or was that?
I don't know. I don't
was-
keep up on
I
that.
think it
Lazy
was
Town
like-
wiki.
That was like years ago.
Yeah, because like the shows
2009, I
ended,
believe.
right?
Oh yeah. It was
Yeah.
it was a long time ago.
Or is it ended?
I
Yeah,
remember
think so.
seeing it when it
Lazy
started,
Town's
and I
over,
watched
yeah.
it like
Okay.
about
What was the
3
last
times,
episode?
but I felt like I was too old to get into it.
It looked creepy.
Yeah, well, because
I didn't watch it.
because
I was
the-
like,
I'm
because
really
like
not a fan
puppets. Yeah.
of anything.
that girl with the
puppets.
pink hair, her dad was a puppet, so it's
What?
kind of like all right.
Wait, is that really true?
The mayor?
Yeah, right? Wasn't that,
That
her
was
dad?
her uncle.
That was her uncle.
Wow.
Still, I should the
So,
same principles
you know,
apply.
you make the Punnett square, not puppet. You know.
Punnett Square.
Yeah.
Puppet square,
Puppets.
Yeah, is that
something like
dominant
that.
puppet?
Puppet square.
I'm a
Gotta
puppet
get
squirrel.
those.
Half of them are humans, and the other half are
Accessible
puppets.
wheels.
No, yeah.
They were so lazy that they turned.
There were
into
3
puppets.
humans.
You see, yeah, and one was super lazy, one was super sporty, Sporticus.
The other one
The
was
other
the
one
girl.
was
Yeah.
So,
You got the girl.
what are you laughing about? over
Another thing that we should not be laughing about. How about that emergency warning in Hawaii?
Yeah, I was talking
for, like,
about
the
that.
What was
ballistic
that?
missiles?
David just told me about that on the way here, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I was so confused. I thought for a second, because they said it was a mistake on their part. But what was the mistake? Sending the warning or sending the missile? Because like I didn't know if the missile was sent or not.
No,
Oops.
it was the so like what happened, right? Was I guess whoever is in charge of the emergency alert system, I guess they were doing like shift changes, right?
Yeah.
And as somebody was leaving their shift, allegedly what happened is that guy by mistake pushed a button and sent out an emergency alert to everybody in Hawaii that said this is not a drill, get to cover, there is a missile heading their way. And for 30 minutes Hawaii was an absolute pandemonium, like everyone was going nuts. And then 30 minutes later they were just like, yeah, no, you're good.
Sorry, pressed the wrong button.
No, I didn't see that.
But you've
Yeah,
also
they're like, we pressed the wrong button. Sorry,
how long
guys.
ago was this?
This was like an
today.
hour. Yeah,
Like
today.
a couple hours ago.
A couple hours
Really?
ago.
You know what you got to think though. Someone's when they sent out the false alarm guys. Like if it had that part where it's not a drill, and then someone sends false alarm after that, it was a complete mistake. How many people do you think didn't believe that part though? So they're still hiding from a missile that could be coming. I'm sure now they're fine, but I'm sure a couple people didn't believe the.
I saw a comment.
disregard
I saw a
that.
comment on Reddit. It's like, how mad do you think the guy in the bunker will be after 30 years?
Oh yeah.
He's like just realizes everything's fine.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
dang it, built this for nothing.
Well, I mean,
Is
can you build a bunker in Hawaii if it's like so close to the shore? So like after you dig down, it's just going to be water, isn't it?
If
Yeah.
you believe it.
If you
You'll
believe
dig
it.
into a volcano.
That's, yeah.
Best defense.
I
Just
don't
find
want
a-
to.
It'd
just
also
find a
be
little
pretty
cavity.
hard to dig in that. It's just volcanic
Yeah,
rock.
it's just hardened
Who would
volcanic
win a
matter.
fight? A missile or a volcano?
I gotta say
Volcano.
volcano.
Point. I gotta say volcano.
Yeah, either way, even if the missile makes impact, it's going to blow up and then it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And then you just make more volcano rock. So,
Exactly.
Yeah. Then you make more volcano.
Uh-huh.
Cycle, goes
The life
round and
cycle
round.
Yeah, man.
continues.
That's
Volcano
Just
beats all.
volcanoes.
That's
Will
one of my
always-
favorites.
Volcanoes will always just come. Like,
Yeah.
You know what would be bombastic?
A missile.
A missile with a volcano inside it.
That'd be insane.
What about a volcano with a missile inside
What about a
it?
volcano
No,
that?
that
Nah,
was
that's
just dumb.
stupid.
What about a volcano that launches missiles?
Now that's
What about
A missile
That's
that
a-
launches
what about a missile that
volcanoes?
launches volcanoes?
Okay, now that's scary.
No, that's just
There's
that's
too
just
many
taking it too
volcanoes,
far.
man.
well, there'd be no reason for the volcano then. I mean, if it just launches missiles, its primary goal of like shooting lava out is just for nothing.
Yeah, and then it
It's
just
just
turns
a-
then it
it's
just
like a
turns then it just
glorified
turns into a
missile
missile silo. Yeah.
No, but what if the missile has lava inside of it? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
Oh,
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't know.
that's a different.
Yeah, but
story,
like if
yeah.
it makes impact and the lava is how big is the missile? Because like a little bit of lava is not going to do much damage compared to
Big.
a missile with a lot of volcanoes inside it. And
It's
then
big.
it's
big.
It's a big missile.
Yeah.
How big is it? Bigger than a volcano?
It's bigger than the size of an ant.
If an ant
Ant
were
were-
this big.
Yeah.
Alright, no reference it.
So we talk about stupid science now.
Stupid science.
Stupid
Alright.
science. Is that
So
Nitwit science.
you got the Earth,
My
right?
favorite
Yeah.
segment.
Y'all know the Earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you
Familiar
build a
with it.
Yeah, I'm
giant,
familiar with
a
your-
giant dome around the Earth. You got no supports holding up the dome.
Yeah.
It can't.
It'll support itself on the gravity pulling in,
Yeah.
so the
Alright.
dome will just float.
Here's my thing about that.
Ooh.
How could it be a dome if there's no point at which because a dome is a semisphere, like a
All right. So a sphere.
okay, a
Don't
sphere.
you mean
A
the
sphere.
ozone layer?
Don't you mean like a
Yeah,
shell?
like so.
yeah,
it's
but
just
it's like metal.
Why?
metal.
So,
like,
like,
so,
falls.
so it blocks out the
pretty
sun,
metal.
or is it
Sure.
like
I'm
Sure.
trying to say that it won't fall down to the Earth. It will just hold itself up due to gravity.
agreed?
Guys,
I don't know.
Speaking of that, like a giant metal orb, right?
Yeah.
That would totally block out like the sun's rays and all that jazz, like so we'd have like no light and everything.
We
Yeah.
die.
Did you know that it would actually be possible for like humans to and certain animals and stuff to live on like if the sun just went out for like years after.
There
We got
was
heaters.
there was a video that
We got
I've been
heaters.
looking at, and it keeps showing up in my recommended videos, and I've been meaning to watch it to see like how long people can live without the sun.
I think you're. I
Not
think I
like-
know what
Isn't it
you're
like
talking
5
about.
minutes or 7?
Yeah, I think it's like a 5-minute. It's got like a girl crying on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched it.
With frozen tears.
Yeah, but like,
Uh-huh.
so, like, assuming that like the sun just died, right? We had
Yeah.
8 minutes before we even noticed.
And we ignored the fact that it would explode and burn everybody, but you know.
Yeah, but like assuming it just went like click like out like a light, you know.
What if someone just
That's
like
it.
pinched it?
No. See you later.
Just like look up at the sky.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Yeah, but like we could live for like years before like near geothermal areas like
Iceland.
Iceland. Yeah, is really geothermic and
Okay.
Wait,
is that
really?
the word
I don't
geothermic?
know.
Well, it's got a lot of geothermal wells. That like it's just
Or
heat
we
from
can
the
just-
Oh,
core.
God, that's
volcano.
probably how it formed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a volcano.
We can
Or
just
like, I guess,
A volcano.
Would Hawaii then?
Dude,
Just
oh
like
yeah,
a
back to the
volcano.
A
volcano.
volcano beats out the sun. You can live on a volcano, right?
Well, there are points at the bottom of the ocean that reach
That
like
sounds
temperatures
strong.
of like 900 degrees Fahrenheit, or maybe even Celsius. I think it's Fahrenheit, and it's like how could that be? But it's because of the geothermal vents. And I had actually watched another video where it shows how far humans have drilled, and we haven't even gone like
deep enough.
1/100th of a way to the center of the Earth yet, and there's just so
Mental.
much.
could we still go
Because
to
the only
China?
way
Well,
is up.
Get drills.
Yeah.
Yeah, drills.
Could we
drills
still
can't do it.
Could we still go to China from there though?
No.
Like
We could.
You don't know.
Okay.
We don't
Well,
know.
You
It's
could
not
say
cool.
you could dig to China, but like that's like digging a little trench, right? Like
Yeah.
like what if you dig a trench that's about like a foot deep and then it just goes across the surface of the Earth? Did you technically dig to China?
Well, yeah.
I guess.
See?
But you're still walking to China.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
pretty fun.
See,
It's a little.
why
It's
fly
a bit of
plane?
a. It's a bit of a smaller distance now that you're 1 foot in.
You could, you
But
could
I'm
like
not sure
how
if
much
you-
the radius
If you
changes.
could do it, you
Oh,
could like,
maybe the radius will go down a lot. No,
Well,
the
Well,
circumference.
the radius of the Earth has been
Circumference, yeah.
decreased by 1 foot.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
let's
so
say
circumference goes down.
They're-
Shorter
yeah,
walk.
let's say none of the science stuff happens, and I successfully dig a tunnel from here to China. Could I start a business of like tunnel
No, it would take
tunnel
too long.
things?
Are there still tariffs?
I guess I don't know. No, but you know like in Futurama, like how some people transport through tunnels.
Yeah.
You're like, why fly a plane? Like,
Well, you
Fly
said
my
ignore
tunnel.
all
Isn't
the.
that what Elon Musk is doing with the Boring Company?
what boring can? Yeah, I heard that he's
What?
trying to build tunnel
Sounds
transport.
pretty boring.
Oh,
I was meaning to buy a hat.
yeah.
but
It's like
I got
it's
it.
like it's like super speed trams
Yeah.
or something like that underground, and it's supposed to go like significantly faster than any airplane.
I'll do it faster.
Wow.
I can do it faster.
So,
Alright.
That is definitely something I'd be interested in learning
I could
about.
swim there.
You could swim there
To China?
all the way to China.
Oh, yeah.
You sure about that? I think I'm better.
Well,
than you.
you'd first have to go through the Great Lakes and then go up through the Sulaks, then to the Atlantic Ocean, and
Okay.
you already got to track because you could just go to the Pacific Ocean, you're already way closer, but now you got to go across the whole freaking world now.
That's like one lap around the
What?
world.
Yeah. What if you swim around the world?
Yeah.
Can you do that to me?
Maybe not a
Huh.
lap, but
Are
like
you that good?
3/4 of the
I
world.
mean,
Are you that good to swim around?
if I
the
had
world?
enough time
Bet.
and rest,
Can you do it?
I'd
You
give
rest-
it a go.
You rest.
You'd give it a go.
Yeah.
Don't you think it'd get a little cold?
No.
It could break it pretty cold, yeah.
That's why. That's
That's why you wear like a
like a
bodysuit.
skin suit. Yeah, like he's got to wear a skin suit made out of penguins.
out of pink.
I don't think-
Well, here's
There's
a
still water.
question: would it be faster to swim, or would it be faster to go down to the bottom of the ocean in a suit that can't withstand the pressure and then walk?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta think. What's faster, swimming or walking? Cause
Walking.
I think swimming.
Well, swimming
Running.
is like
Well, yeah, because then you could
Depends
just
on
change
who's
it into
doing
running.
it, though. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
We didn't say.
We talking
didn't say
butterfly?
I'm pretty sure I could
I
walk.
don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure I could walk faster than
butterfly
Michael
all the way
Phelps,
to
right?
China. Ooh.
Don't you think? It's just water. You gotta move through it. You're not flying through it like
Yeah. All right. So
10 miles per
what
hour.
about?
See water, you drink that.
yeah.
If you drink it, you can walk.
I agree, but you can also
But
drink
then you're
like Jello.
if you drink a bunch of water. Wait, you can drink
I
Jello.
don't know. And you can walk in Jello.
You can't drink the frozen Jello. That's for sure.
No.
And we're not
But-
talking about that.
You
can't
can
walk on water. Is that what we're trying to discuss here? Because
What?
walking on water is impossible.
No,
You want to
I
bet?
can walk on ice, and ice is water.
There you go.
Well, can you really walk on ice
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're walking on ice.
right now?
We're on
Yeah,
thin
we're
ice,
walking
boys.
on it right now.
Ooh.
That's snow.
For the audience who doesn't know, we're ice fishing.
We're
Yeah,
in a
currently
nice hut,
we're
yeah.
currently all sitting in a nice little hut
Great
on a lake.
bandwidth here, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised.
And we're all huddled for warmth. It's great.
Yeah.
Pretty chilly.
No. Yeah, there's a lot of bandwidth. We got the drums, guitar.
Bandwidth. I call the drums.
Not
all
funny.
standing next to each other.
Not funny.
Ooh. That's the worst joke I've ever told.
That's
And
the
you're
worst joke.
fired.
And you're fired.
Can't
And
fire
you're
me. I'm the boss.
I can fire the
Boss
boss.
My
of what?
laptop, my rules.
My mic, my rules.
My mic. Your rules.
Oh no.
My house, my rules.
It's not your house.
Alright. So you guys ever watch songs in real life on YouTube?
I used to.
Yeah,
Back
back in the day.
Back in the
Yeah.
Yeah, and they used to be like
Funny.
funny, you know, like you used to
Yeah,
like
right.
really enjoy them. Well,
Right.
I was up at by, you know, where I live up in Mount Pleasant, and this is not songs in real life. This is just
Yeah,
a photo of a log.
It
But
is a tree. I was wondering
Um,
what that had to do with, but you know.
It's got everything to do with it.
Oh, is it because of the hit "I Am a Lumberjack"?
Is that a hit?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It was back in 2005.
Would you be a lumberjack if you could?
Would you be a lumberjack?
I'd love to be a lumberjack.
I think that's the best kind of life.
I think it's a great life,
Chopping
man.
trees.
It goes
chopping
like-
trees.
Living in a log cabin that you
I am
built.
a
You're kind of
lumberjack.
you're also ginger, but nobody really cares that you're a ginger. You have a beard.
Sing it again. I didn't hear it.
Na 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 na. I am a lumberjack.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You got the beat down. It goes.
Oh, you also get to see a couple people.
That's how it goes.
You also get to see like maybe 1 or 2 people a month.
You gotta
And
hear the drop.
You can
It
do
goes
that.
like-
You can do the pun.
Yeah,
And ask you a
that's the
question.
drop. That's
Wow.
the drop. The drop of I'm a lumberjack. Boop. There you go for 5 seconds. And then
Jesus.
after that, it's over. You're like, it really.
I gotta hear it again. I missed it.
It goes, boop. And then the audience is just like kept in silence. You know, you're like, did it stop? Is it still going?
What are you talking
And then
about?
it keeps going.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
have no idea what this
That's how it
is.
goes.
Oh, all right. Here's a poem for you guys.
Oh god.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Shop owner travels 530 miles to punch a woman who left a bad review. This guy who owns a shop, this woman gave him like a bad review online, and this guy traveled to where she lives, punched her in the face so hard that she needed hospital treatment.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
He was flying at that many miles,
I
and then he lands the punch on her.
don't think.
That's why she's in the hospital.
No, I would walk 500 miles. Maybe walk 500 more. Just to be the man who knocks you on the floor.
Oh my god. Oh no. What was like? What's his business, and how could he get such a bad review though? Like,
I don't know, man, but it must have been
Boxing club.
scathing.
although yeah, I'm more into boxing. Yeah, it's a boxing.
You can teach me how to box.
Yeah, these punches are weak.
You didn't teach me how to block.
They didn't teach me how to block. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Ooh. Wow.
Uh,
How about karate? You guys,
Karate.
what are your thoughts
I-
on karate? think
I
it's-
actually did karate back when I was like
I did-
5,
I did
6.
karate as a
Yeah.
kid.
Like I think it was a year or so, but for whatever reason I stopped doing it. Maybe it's because
Yeah.
I couldn't pay for it, or I wasn't interested in it, because I seriously don't remember anything outside of like going to 1 or 2 classes.
Me too. I took 2 classes, never went again.
Well, obviously you probably already achieved your black belt, so what was the point?
I agree.
Because for those of you that don't know, he's wearing all black right now, so you can't tell, but he's probably got that black belt on.
it's just a black bodysuit. Kind of scared sitting next to him.
It's leather.
In leather face.
Yeah.
He's in a latex suit.
He's got like a white mustache right over where his like facial area is, but that's all we have.
We've got to keep it audible, man. There's just this GIF on Reddit
Oh wait, yes.
Very nice gift.
It's a
Oh
good
my
gift. It's a gif of a
If
puppy
you're one-
falling down the stairs. It's really bad context. But,
Yeah.
Completely disregard.
All right, cats or dogs?
I'm a dog
dogs,
guy.
dude.
Dogs.
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 Dogs all
Say
day.
it, Taylor. Say it, Taylor.
Cats.
No,
There you go.
wrong answer.
It's gotta be. It's not a wrong
Yeah, and
answer.
you're fired.
And you're fired.
You wish. All right. Why are dogs better?
Because they're better.
See, that's the only
'Cause
thing
they
that
like
they can come
you.
up with.
Yeah, dude. That's
My
all
cat
you-
loves
yeah.
me. As soon as I got home, it sat on my lap for an hour,
Well, you
and I
can't-
watched TV.
Can't really tackle a cat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you do with the
David,
dog?
You've been over to my house.
I
You can
would
tackle a
tackle
cat.
my dog.
Well,
Probably-
Sam, all you do is you beat yours up, and you call it your bitch.
Well, it is, but
Yeah, but I mean,
I wouldn't say I beat it up. More like toss it on the floor.
I mean,
He RKO's the dog.
she's a big girl, but like you know, you can't. I don't know. You're just beating it up.
Well.
It's friendly abuse, is what it is.
It's really big.
It's a big dog.
You know, I could actually pick it up.
Really?
Yeah, like 50 pounds.
It's not 50 pounds.
What do you mean?
It's a big dog.
Yeah, it's really big.
But 50 pounds.
You always got to take it out to
Okay,
poop,
70.
There you
and
go.
you always and it's got to pee too, and it kills the grass.
Well, you just
Whereas-
send it out. That's why you only feed them chicken.
And the other, you know,
Raw
yeah, okay.
chicken.
Well, you know what else you
Yeah.
got? You also have to make sure you clean up their poop, and if you don't, then you're a jerk because you're letting them poop on someone else's yard because you know they're not pooping on your yard; they're pooping on someone else's yard.
Fertilizer.
No,
Yeah,
man.
but
It's
doesn't-
not
doesn't-
fertilizer;
doesn't-
it's the stuff that I end up stepping in, and it's gross.
Doesn't cat pee have ammonia?
It probably does.
Yeah, man.
There you
So
go.
that's why it
Smells
goes
like
in
it.
their
Everybody
bodies.
has ammonia, though.
No, it smells like it. Cause I worked at a
Arby's.
place. They used
Go for some
ammonia
Arby's
to
right now.
freeze all their
Arby's.
fruits,
Sponsor.
Oh shoot.
and it smelled like cat
Give me
piss.
free
There
Arby's.
you go.
Well,
So,
Cat pee
I mean, you
equals
know-
ammonia equals death.
well, they smell the same. I wouldn't say that ammonia's in cat piss, or maybe it is. Who knows?
No, ammonia is in all piss.
Well, it makes
So
sense.
there's this like joke online, right, where this guy did basically like there was a power outage, but the sun was still out, right?
Yeah.
But bleach reflects light in a way that like really well that if you like tape a water bottle full of bleach to your ceiling, like it'll reflect the light and it'll be like a 40-watt light bulb basically because it'll be so bright.
Oh shoot.
And then this guy on Reddit commented and said, I prefer a yellow tint to my lights. You know, you should try putting some urine in there. But urine, it has ammonia in it, and ammonia and bleach makes mustard gas, which
oh
is
my god.
a very murderous substance. So like everybody after in the comments was like, do not do that. This is a poor choice.
There's probably like a TIFU.
Well,
It was not a TIFU. I hope it wasn't for their sake.
Did you ever see that?
I don't think they'd be able to post a TIFU, dude.
So what I
Did
should
you
I
ever
be-
see the
should I be
TIFU with the
concerned?
coconuts? Did you ever see that?
where he made sweet love to a coconut and there
Yeah.
were maggots in it.
And then everyone
What?
else started doing coconuts.
Yeah.
And there was just a whole
What?
trend with people doing coconuts and like telling their stories about what happened to it. Like, oh yeah, I got cut with a coconut.
what?
Oh.
God.
Yeah, like I remember. And like TIFU was like no more coconut
Yeah.
posts. No with
Please.
coconuts. That's it.
Coco-Nut.
Exactly.
Coco-Nut. All right. Well, here's a question then for those of us that don't know. What is TIFU?
Today I fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's basically like a Reddit subreddit where people go and they talk about how they fucked up in some way. And a lot of them are, it makes you feel good about your life reading them because you did not fuck up as bad as this person did.
Right.
Unless you're the one
But
that's
some of
posting
them
on
are
it.
pretty funny.
They are hilarious.
Very.
Let me see one.
I'm going to actually look them up right now, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Pull up get a good example
Well,
besides
he's doing
coconuts.
What's your favorite chocolate bar?
Well,
Hershey.
actually, I had just went to Cancun, right? So I brought back some Mexican chocolate, and I am not a fan of dark chocolate. So,
Huh.
I mean,
Come on.
dark chocolate is real chocolate, and
I
milk
hate
chocolate.
And it's better.
The more,
What?
the lighter the
hate dark
chocolate,
chocolate.
the less real chocolate it is. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the spectrum. Like you got like dark brown, pretty much black chocolate. That's 100%. That's bitter. That's like pure cocoa right there. And then you go all the way to white chocolate, and that's just gross. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of white chocolate.
My favorite is Hershey's with almonds.
Like the milk chocolate?
Yeah.
I used to never like
What do you mean
nuts in my
disgusting?
Milk chocolate
candy
is not
till I
the
eat a
best.
Snickers
Then
bar.
what's the best, Sam?
Dark chocolate.
It's not the best. It's bitter.
It's not the best,
Like
but
you.
no,
It's
David.
good. It's
all
got
right.
flavor.
So I was
Creamy.
giving
Kind of flavor.
Nice and
bitter flavor.
bitter, more like
Dirt flavor?
Better.
I'm eating
I was
dirt.
no, David. I was giving a chocolate bar to a friend that I when I brought it back,
Yeah.
and when I gave it to her, she's like, "You got to have some of this," and she said it was the good stuff. It was like 80%, right? So that's
Right.
some bitter stuff.
Right.
I bite into it, and it was really sweet, but still had like a bitter tang to it. And I was actually really impressed. And I haven't eaten any of my milk chocolate bars yet, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Although some of the chocolate I also tried there had this really strange aftertaste. All of them had nuts in it though, so I don't know what the deal was.
Not a fan of nut and chocolate.
I am.
Snickers.
If I ever eat anything with chocolate,
Yeah.
it's gotta have a big old.
I
nut.
used to not like that though.
It's good.
If it was just if it was milk chocolate, we're good. Maybe coconut, because coconut and chocolate. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
that
good.
goes
I like
together.
coconut
Mounds,
chocolate.
almond joy.
Yeah.
I could only eat Mounds though because I refused to eat almond joy until I realized
top
there's
of
only
all
one
time.
almond in it. So like, I mean, what kind of? It's joyful, but there's one almond. What?
Have you ever had the Wonka bars? You remember
No.
those?
Yeah, we were
Which
talking
ones?
about
The,
this. Like the
They
actually
used to
real
sell- they
Wonka
used
bars.
to
Yeah.
sell Wonka bars. I never had one.
Like the marshmallow one?
I
It's of all
guess.
time.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But like they used to sell Wonka
Oh.
bars, and I always wanted one.
It looks good when you're watching Willy Wonka.
Coconut.
Coconut.
Oh, there
Back
we
to
go.
coconuts.
Today I fucked up by coming into a coconut. All right.
Are
Here
there
we go.
pictures?
There, I don't think there's pictures, but I don't want to see them if there are.
I feel like it would be an accident.
I think
like
one
on the today I fucked
The
up.
guy
list.
actually had an
Oh,
AMA too, so he has 6 Reddit gold, which gold is like, you know, like people actually pay to give other people gold. I don't know why you.
How much is gold?
Sponsor us, Reddit.
Because I know it costs something, but how much is it?
I think it's like $1.99 for 1 gold coin.
Shoot, I'm not
Alright,
paying that.
alright.
Okay, here we go. Around 8 years back, I lived in northern Mozambique, a coastal southern African country with quite a warm climate. My mother at the time was going through a health nut phase and only buying foods that she deemed healthy enough. One of these was coconuts.
Oh,
She would buy several coconuts a week to use in food from the local market. Anyway, being a horny teenager, I fapped in regular intervals. Unfortunately, there were some severely stressful examinations coming up for me, and as such, my fapping reached a higher peak than usual, and I was feeling pretty sexually frustrated. One day, I hear that my mother is going to be out for pretty much the entire afternoon. Horny me decides that it would be a fantastic idea to fuck a coconut. Honestly, to this day, I can't fathom why I thought that would be a good idea, but my train of thought back then was clearly somewhat clogged. I end up grabbing the coconut drill, and through 20-ish minutes of concerted effort, end up creating a hole large enough for me to stick my porker into. I decided it requires some lube and grabbed the nearest slippery thing, some butter, before shoving it into the coconut, followed shortly by my meat. I fuck the coconut and it actually feels pretty damn good, so I blow my load, shove the coconut under my bed, and continue about my day. For the next week, the coconut is my savior. Whenever I want to get off, I simply take it out and fuck it in its delightfully is italicized, delightfully tight hole made better by each time by accumulating volumes of my semen and butter acting as a lubricant. It's heaven. Now, before I continue, I'd best mention that at the time, our area was experiencing quite humid, muggy weather, which exacerbated an already existing fly problem. Disgustingly fat, bloated flies were commonly found around the house, and the exterminators couldn't really do anything because it was a localized problem, and that would go away in the winter. About a week and a bit after the initial coconut fuck, I had been using it pretty much every day since then. I began to notice a few more flies than usual, as well as an odd, unpleasant smell about my room. Must be the coconut, right? So I decide that I'll fuck it one more time before I throw it out and get a new one. Worst, in bold, worst mistake I have ever made. You see, the reason for the increased number of flies was that the coconut was evidently, in hindsight, a nearly perfect place to lay eggs. As I penetrate the coconut one last time, I begin to feel a strange wriggling sensation. Puzzled, I pull my cock out to discover that it is covered in rotted and moldy butter, and semen is teeming with tiny, tiny fucking maggots. They were wriggling all over my dickhead, and some were even trying to force their way up into my urethra. I screamed and threw the coconut against the wall, which made the situation worse by spilling the contents. Hour of vigorous cock scrubbing, vomiting, and cleaning the remnants were spent reflecting on what the fuck I was doing with my life. Never again. Never again. Too long, didn't read, don't fuck coconuts.
Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was a wild ride.
That was nuts.
And then for a week, everyone else started trying to do it too.
Why?
I don't know.
Let me keep it in a sterilized environment so I don't make the same mistake he did.
Yeah.
But the idea of it is that the mistake is fucking a coconut.
I don't know. Coconut's a very sexy fruit.
No!
It's hairy.
This,
If you're into the hairy.
Oh.
Nice and round.
Well, are you into the hairy?
This specific thread on Reddit has actually been chosen as fuck up of the year on TIFU. Like, out of all of the other fuck ups that have been on Reddit this year, this one was number one.
How long ago was it?
5 months ago.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was on like the hall of what was it? There's like a gross museum on Reddit. Like a bunch of stories that are like really like gross to read.
Oh, damn.
There's like one Jolly Rancher story. It was pretty gross. Cause
Could you elaborate?
yeah, I could summarize it the best I can. So basically, this one guy was eating out his girl, and
I think you could stop you right there.
he's like, it tastes pretty bad, and then he like keeps going.
Oh, no.
And then what he thinks is a Jolly Rancher in his mouth
What?
is like, what was it? It was something. You gotta look it up. But it was
He thought it was a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
Like something just popped in his mouth?
yeah,
So he just
That's
assumed
not
it was
good.
a Jolly Rancher that came out of a vagina.
it was something. Cause like he probably
Was it like a piece of a tampon or something? Or like
No,
like a
it was-
curdled piece of like
Got some
hardened
flesh
blood?
in there.
it was something.
Oh.
You gotta look it
No,
up.
what is it?
How about no?
I don't remember.
Dang it.
You
I
gotta look
find
it up.
The Ryan's looking it up.
There's no pictures.
Good.
Good.
I don't know. I don't even know how to
No.
look that up on.
Did you ever hear about the cum box?
Don't
Yeah.
even start talking about the
Okay.
cum box.
Why
I
not?
don't know about this.
The
Okay.
cum box is off limits.
Okay.
I don't know how to talk
Then
about
we're
the
not
cum
talking
box.
about-
I don't know about it,
You don't?
and I maybe would like to hear it.
Don't. You can look it up on your own.
Okay.
Audience,
Oh.
if you want to look it up, viewer discretion.
The cum box.
There's pictures on it, but you don't have to.
There is?
Yeah, you don't have to see the pictures, but you can read it. But
Is it blue?
I've never seen it. I don't want to see it.
All right. This is why I said explicit.
Well, this one is most definitely explicit. I can't find it. Keep going.
What is this? Let me see.
Oh,
Museum of
ew.
Filth.
Yeah, Museum
Jolly
of Filth.
Rancher.
So this
Jolly
guy,
Rancher.
every time he came for like
Alright.
years. I looked it up. So
There we go.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead.
here's a copy of the original I don't know what that
Oh
word
my
is.
god, I found it.
Cousin died when we were both 17. There was a reception at his house just after the funeral. I went into his room and stole all the money that was there. Took some other valuables that his parents wouldn't realize were gone. No
this
one
is the
knows that I
cum
did
box.
it. They just assumed that they didn't have any money in his room, only loose change. I didn't regret it, but I will never admit I did it.
That
Also, my
actually
cum
made me,
box.
That one actually made me not throw up a bit, but nauseous.
Well, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least it once was, and whenever I masturbate, I come into it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, I think, and so it has a fair amount of cum. It smells atrocious, and I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum, and then it simply sizzled and didn't manage to actually light up. Turns out burning cum smells awful, so I had to spray it with a deodorant body spray just to get the old smell of burnt cum away. It also has some drenched paper stuck to it. That's pretty much it. Because people were and here it is.
I found it.
Oh, he's looking at the photo.
Oh, God.
Oh, why are you looking at the photo?
This is, for those of you that can't see it, I'm jealous. That's what I've got to say to that.
It's gross.
It looks like
Here it
cheese.
is. It's called Reddit's Museum of Filth.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I'm on it right now. I found that Jolly Rancher
Jeez.
story.
What do you think of
Do
the
we want it? Or
You could say it.
it's up to you guys.
It's explicit
What?
content.
Jolly Rancher?
The Jolly Rancher story.
Go ahead.
Filth.
That's a title.
All right.
That's the title of this podcast.
You ready?
Explicit.
Alright,
Not
so
bad.
Steve and his girlfriend, Samantha, went off to college in August. She went to Florida
gross.
State and he went to Penn, so she decides to fly to Pennsylvania to visit him. He was really happy to see her, so he decided to give her some oral action. He had done this numerous times before he had always... What? Before and he always enjoyed doing it. But for some reason, this time, she smelled really horrible, and she tasted even worse. He didn't want to offend her, though he hadn't seen her in months, so he put a Jolly Rancher in his mouth to cover it up,
That's what it
even though it didn't do much to help. In the course of eating her out, he accidentally pushed the candy inside her, and stuck a finger in to grab it out. He took it out and put it back into his mouth and bit it. Only, it wasn't the Jolly Rancher.
Oh.
It was a nodule of gonorrhea.
That's what it was.
As in, the blister-like structure that gonorrhea makes filled with disease, pus, was the size of a fucking Jolly Rancher, and the poor guy bit it. I guess it was really dark in the room, and he freaked out and started vomiting all over the place when it exploded in his mouth. He demanded to know what was going on, and it turns out she had cheated on him at a club like the first week of college and fucked some random guy, and the stupid bitch had no clue what was wrong with her. She noticed a strange smell though, so now Steve is freaking out that he now has gonorrhea he has gonorrhea of the mouth and God knows what else.
That poor man.
Oh, God. Oh.
That one actually made me like.
The cum omelet.
That one actually grossed me.
Come on.
All right.
Okay,
Let's tone it down a
Yeah,
little.
let's take it to a different
I want to
different
add
topic.
one more story. I want to add one more
one
story.
more story, sure.
One more story.
Okay.
You don't have to read it because it's pretty long.
I'm
Is
looking
that?
at the Museum of Filth.
Are you on the swamps of Dagobah?
This one's called the cum omelet.
Uh,
Even though cum is meant to be eaten fresh and not cooked, there are steps that one can take to ensure the tastiest cum omelet, none of which occurred in the video, which is why she found it disgusting. Collect cum from athletic, healthy young men. Ensure cum is thick and white for good consistency. 3. Use butter/oil when cooking. 4. Make sure fully cooked, not watery. Don't overcook. And 5. Pepper to taste.
Pepper.
Often I mix meals with sperm, and I fully agree with that. Sperm treated properly, seasoned, and very tasty. Very important. They are also. I don't even fucking know what that means. I don't need that in my life.
Alright. Have you
Those people need Jesus Christ.
girl.
No, have you read The Swamps of Dagobah?
No.
That one's pretty gross too. You can read it if you want.
So,
we can talk about something else.
what's your favorite cereal?
Yeah, let's get somewhere else.
Favorite cereal?
I'm a personal fan of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast
I love
Crunch is
Cinnamon
great.
It's the taste you can see.
Say
How,
I
still
how
do
can
it.
you do
Lately,
from there?
lately I've been
To
eating
cereal.
Lucky Charms. I love Lucky
I've
Charms.
actually-
Charms
So,
are good. Not enough marshmallows though.
No.
Well,
not
see,
enough
that's the
marshmallows.
thing.
in the C
I
tier.
grew up and
No.
I always loved Fruit Loops, but I always hated how there was no marshmallows.
Oh, man.
So they invented Fruit Loops with marshmallows.
Those are good. I've had
I've never
those.
had
That's
those.
what we have them at the
You know you
place.
can
in
buy
Cleveland.
like
serious?
giant
Yeah.
industrial sized bags
Yeah.
of just Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
And
seen that.
I've considered
That's
it,
wild.
I
but
want to.
I
That's a
should
lot
probably
of
do it now
marshmallow.
before my metabolism kicks out on me.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
You
ever
and me,
seen?
Raul, we could do it.
Yeah.
We're like the strongest.
You guys ever seen the Cheeto Man? The guy that you can buy 10-foot industrial-sized bags of Cheetos for $65 right from the supplier.
No.
And this man bought like $1,800 worth of them, and he's just got this like giant beanbag throne of Cheetos.
Not a fan of Cheetos.
Oh, I gotta see.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Those are good.
That's good.
Regular Cheetos.
Have you
You
seen?
don't
No,
agree.
have you seen those new?
Puff Cheetos though.
No. They made like this extra hot, extra
Yeah,
flavor.
like the black bag.
Yeah, are
Yeah.
those good?
I haven't had them.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
I don't know where to get
it's not like I'm
those.
afraid. It's just that I feel like I would have to eat some Flamin' Hot Cheetos
28
to just
industrial
understand
size
how much
bags
hotter
of
the
clear
new ones are.
Cheetos.
Because if it's just the same thing, but
I'd actually buy that.
I would too.
They sell them at the
Buy it.
The bag.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of
He
Cheetos.
bought 28
shit.
bags.
Jeez.
Oh, that's awesome.
anyway, with
They
the hot
sell
Cheetos,
they sell those hot Cheetos at the cafe.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say.
No, I
Like
want
they're right
Cheetos,
there
though.
at the cafe, so we can get
I
them. We
could
could do
go
a
for some
taste
Cheetos.
test.
You guys ever have those Mac and Cheetos?
was hoping
I
you'd
tried
say
it,
that you had some
and I
Cheetos.
wasn't a fan. I was a little
Sounds
disappointed.
gross.
Not in this house.
Thing is,
this
not
is
a
the
big
Lord's
fan of
house.
Mac.
We only eat tortilla chips, and that's it. Just tortilla chips. That's all we have. Tortilla chips and pure aqua bottled water.
You know, I actually got a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos in the car.
Sponsor
You
us.
do.
You
probably
could
called
sponsor us.
Cheetos. If
Nah, Cheetos. I don't want you to sponsor us.
Why not? I'd have Cheetos sponsor us.
Free Cheetos for life?
Well,
Nah.
wait. What company
would
is
do-
Cheetos from? Is Cheetos the company or is it
Frito-Lay,
Fritos?
I think.
Yeah,
Alright.
Frito-Lay.
Mm-hmm.
So you could
Fritos.
Fritos are good.
I like Fritos.
I used to
I
not
like
like
it
it because they're
underdog.
bland.
Frito-Lay is a parent company. Like Cheetos kind of does their own thing.
Doesn't like Pepsi and Frito-Lay. They're like hanging out together.
Pepsi's the parent company of Frito-Lay.
Jeez.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Pep
Just
wait,
keeps
so
going.
all this
You
goes
guys-
back up
there's,
to
there's,
Pepsi.
there's like 11 companies in the world
Yeah.
that own like almost everything.
Yeah, I've
Like
heard about that.
they're all like they don't like they're all able to operate on their own. All those companies operate on their own, but like their
They're-
parent
yeah,
their
they're
parent
parent
companies like
companies.
Coca-Cola, Kellogg's,
Johnson and Johnson.
Pepsi.
Johnson and
It's not
Johnson.
a
Disney.
food.
A family company.
No tears. But there really is tears.
I cried.
One shampoo.
Yeah, because it gets in your eyes and it hurts.
It's not no tears. It's no tears. Like it
No
won't tear
tears.
your hair.
Well, how come it's spelled the same? That's how they get you.
What do you mean?
Why do they put it in a little water droplet? You know, like a tear would look like.
What about lead and lead?
Webster's Dictionary?
Lead and
I
lead.
need to have a
so
serious
read
one
and
to
read.
talk
So
with you.
get this. Coca-Cola like owns like all sorts of like drinks and stuff like
Like
that.
Pepsi.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like
No,
See?
Pepsi, shut up.
not like Pepsi.
What about Dr. Pepper? Who owns that?
That's Pepsi, isn't it?
like
Or is
That's
it
not
Coke?
Pepsi.
vitamin
Coke.
water, but
It's
even
not
like
Coke.
vitamin water,
What is it?
smart water, like all this, like Dasani, Powerade, and so on and so on.
Oh wait,
Like,
Coke's
so it's-
got Coke has a Powerade and Dasani.
Yeah, Powerade, Dasani, Full Throttle Energy Drink, Sprite, Fanta, Nestea, all that stuff. But then get this, Kraft owns like exponentially more companies than that. Like they own Maxwell House Coffee, Kool-Aid, Del Monte, Cadbury, which is a parent company of Cadbury Eggs, which owns A&W.
I'm sorry, what?
Why do
Oh
they
my
own
God.
A&W?
Cadbury owns the
They need the
A&W
money.
company.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need the money.
Isn't Cadbury like that chocolate egg thing?
Yeah.
But
They
then
need-
Cadbury is a child company of Kraft, which is the ultimate
Mac
parent
and
company
cheese.
there.
The
So, and
emperor.
there's Nestle, which
They
owns
sold
like
so
all
much
the
mac and
candies.
cheese.
that they're able to buy all this stuff.
Yeah.
There's two candy companies, Nestle and Mars. They both own,
I believe
like,
it.
Each
Which
own,
one's
like,
Hershey's? Mars?
Mars is Hershey's.
Okay.
Yeah. Mars has like. Mars also has Uncle Ben's rice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I love Uncle Ben.
Surprisingly.
All right.
And then there's PepsiCo, which is Frito-Lay. It's
Yeah.
not Coca-Cola, it is Pepsi.
That's right.
Um,
I think.
which has Ruffles, Fritos, Sun Chips, Cheetos, Tostitos, Lay's,
All the good
Gold,
ones.
Doritos, Cracker Jack, Miss Vicky's. And then PepsiCo also owns KFC, Taco Bell, East Side Mario's, Pizza Hut, and A&W. The
A&W?
A&W,
Wait.
the restaurant.
Okay.
Oh,
And not like the
Kraft
drink.
owns A&W, the drink.
Okay.
All right.
Which is very
Wait,
weird.
that
is
makes
weird.
no
Kraft
sense.
has the
weird.
drink.
What's that G?
Kraft owns the drink.
Wait, so the A&W, the
PepsiCo.
restaurant,
Gatorade.
doesn't own its own pop?
That's General Mills.
Yeah.
So that's like the cereal
What?
company that owns Haagen-Dazs ice cream, Yoplait, Green Giant, Betty
Green
Crocker,
Giant.
Nature
Yum.
Valley, Bugles. Bugles.
Ooh,
Bugles are
Bugles.
good.
Bugles
Are
are
they?
Bugles.
Old El
I
Paso
do. I
tacos.
like Bugles.
Bugles suck, dude.
No, they
What?
don't.
Bugles are like-
they're good.
You
I'm
put
gonna
them on
drop
your,
that on you right
It's
now.
all the
You put them on your
experience.
fingers.
Like,
and
I'm
then you
eating
eat
a
them.
beagle.
Yeah, right.
There's no good taste. Like, yeah, it's a beagle.
Yeah, it's a
What?
Bugle.
Oh,
It's all
it's
about the
good.
experience.
There is a lot about the experience. Yeah, there's a lot of value in that. Yeah.
Like Pringles.
I love
You got the nice little shape. You make the duck bill.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever made those duck faces with the Pringles?
Well, I guess now I see the argument against Bugles because I'm actually not a fan of Pringles. I used to, but the original flavor, I can't do it anymore.
It's just salt.
yeah, it's just salt.
It's just salt. Yeah.
But I can
No
I can
other
eat
taste.
The
I can
pizza
eat some,
Pringles?
Yeah, I can actually
yeah.
eat that. It's an obscure flavor, but pizza Pringles taste really good, and they
You know
don't
what?
taste
I
like
want some
Pringles to
pizza
me.
Pringles.
Pizza goldfish better than pizza
Ew.
Pringles.
The pizza flavor.
Oh,
Goldfish
yeah.
should not be anything but just goldfish.
Nah,
regular
I
goldfish.
love.
I'm a purist when it comes to
What
goldfish.
about
man.
extreme
What
goldfish?
about the graham cracker
Like,
one?
What about
I
those
like
flavor
the,
blast?
You mean
There's a
like
s'more
those?
one.
What about
that
the-
one was good.
I hate the graham cracker goldfish.
Those taste bad.
They gotta be
I hate
salty.
graham
Oh,
crackers.
they're
They gotta be
graham
salty.
crackers.
Yeah, no, the
They
graham
suck.
goldfish have to be salty.
What about a... What's it called? I don't know.
There you
Pizza?
Pizza.
You lost it.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Well, pizza flavored anything, it never really tastes like pizza, but it always tastes good to me.
It's just artificial flavors.
Yeah, it's the artificial
Like
flavor.
Pizza
Like grape.
Hut.
What about Cheez-Its?
Dude, Pizza
Y'all
Hut's
like
good.
Cheez-Its?
I haven't had
Well,
Pizza Hut.
okay, well, how
It's
about
really good.
I've actually
It's
never
really
had
good.
Pizza Hut.
It's really good.
Ever.
I like
Why don't
it.
we just go right now?
Good. No,
Ooh.
they're closed.
I think they're close. Yeah.
No, they're like a premium
I do
pizza
have
place.
I do have a $25 gift card for Domino's, dude. I got that for
no,
Christmas.
Domino's has
But
always been my favorite.
listen. Hear me out, dude.
Overrated.
Domino's is not just a pizza place anymore.
They got a lot of
I'm
stuff.
not sponsoring Domino's or anything. Their
Sponsor
pizza is like ass. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. Really
Disagree.
bad.
Domino's sponsor me only.
Let me just make that clear. I'm not.
It's
I'm not
overrated.
Now,
supporting
Hungry
Domino's.
Howie's.
Overrated.
But I will say,
I've had it so much.
dude, they've got
I'm
like
kinda
pasta
think it's
bread bowls
underrated.
now. That sounds dope. Like I would eat that.
I haven't eaten their pasta. I've had their sandwiches though. Now that's good.
They
Yeah.
have sandwiches there
Their
too.
sandwiches
Yeah,
are good.
they've got all sorts of stuff now.
Yeah, like wings and like
Wings, yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
alright.
Wine.
Pizza Hut
Wings.
wings are better than Domino's wings.
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's got like good sides,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but pizza
I like the
hit or
pizza.
miss.
Nah.
I'll tell
I
you
like
what.
pizza.
What's your guys' favorite like pizza?
Little
Like,
Caesars.
Domino's.
Hungry Howie's.
Hungry
I love
Howie's.
Hungry Howie's.
Hungry Howie's.
oh, that's bold.
Domino's.
That's a bold
The
statement.
bold.
So
What are you
Domino's-
talking about?
What about Benito's? Y'all like
Benito's
Benito's?
is
Benito's is kind of dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Marco's
Greasy.
Marco's is greasy as
Marco's
hell.
Greasy.
Marco's. I actually just ate Marco's deep dish for dinner.
Well,
That's some
Oh.
good stuff.
well,
It's
you,
good, it's
you,
good.
do you get the pepperoni
It's
thing?
good.
What is it, like the pepperoni lovers where they got like it's just loaded with pepperoni?
I've never even heard of that.
It's great, but it just adds to the grease. If you're in for grease, you
Marco's
got it.
just a grease ball.
You gotta take. You
I
guys
love it,
ever do
though.
that trick? You just slap a napkin on there and then peel it off.
You could. It's
That's the whole
greasy.
pizza right
It never,
there.
it never
Peel off
bothered
the
me.
pizza.
It's
Yeah.
just that it's really greasy.
Yeah.
I'm down
But
for
it's got the
Marco's.
perfect ratio of like
You know
cheese
what?
to
I'll get
sauce.
Marco's tomorrow.
You know what I
Let's go, Marco.
always loved more than any other pizza though? Dolly's, dude.
Dolly's was
Dolly's
good.
is good.
Dolly's
Do you
was good.
remember when that used to be like right over there?
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to. Every
Yeah, right
like,
over
I'd
there.
walk home from middle school like every day,
No,
and
no,
I'd stop
see
at
me
Dolly's
understand
this.
and just get pizza.
Yeah, I love Dolly's.
It was always right there next to the Subway, and it, like that was the place to
That was
go.
the place to be, man. Oh.
And it's gone now, right? Is there even a pizza
yeah,
place
so
there?
they closed that down,
And it turned into
and then it turned
like a
into
different.
another pizza place called Sammy's, which was garbage.
Right.
And then they closed it down,
Did we-
opened up Sammy's again with under new management.
Yeah.
Garbage again.
Mhm.
And now it's just I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. I
I
haven't
think
even
it's just
checked.
nothing. Oh, dude, they did have they had another pizza place there it was under a different name. I can't remember what it's
I
called.
think it was like Papa Romano's or something.
Not Papa Romano's. It was like a chain that you wouldn't see around.
Yeah, it was Papa something because I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always remember thinking like,
Papa Mama.
you know,
I thought it was like
honestly,
a Papa Luigi.
it could have been that,
Papa
but
Luigi.
not even
It
joking.
was-
It
was
that was
Papa
actually
Abstract.
good pizza. Like I really liked it. That closed down though. I guess it's just a bad location or something.
I guess
Like
like
it was a bad luck place.
Y'all like deep dish or regular?
Deep dish.
I've always
Deep
actually
dish.
been a regular.
Mhm.
I
Deep
don't.
dish for sure.
Deep dish is better. I love the
Well,
corners.
What about
I
a
got that
circle deep dish?
That's see
What?
if you do
How
if you do
do circle deep dish?
Chicago.
Circle pan?
Oh, Chicago style
Oh,
pizza is
dude.
the best.
Yeah.
How do you how do we do
Love it.
circular deep dish? We went to Chicago a month ago.
What was the place called again?
Giordano's.
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 That place was good. Dude, Giordano's pizza was
Sponsor
thick.
us.
It was
Like
super
an
thick.
inch thick. I
and,
thought
like,
it was lasagna.
When I was looking at the top, all I could see is sauce because I had actually never had Chicago style pizza before. But I was so worried that was just like a pool of sauce, and then I pick it up and there's the cheese and it's a perfect ratio. It was fantastic. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What?
What? Nothing.
Yeah.
We're all laughing at me now.
I don't know. Pepperoni.
Pepperoni's good.
What are your favorite toppings?
Pepperoni. Onion.
Meat.
Again,
Sausage.
pepperoni, cucumber.
No.
Keep it plain and simple.
Bad.
Pepperoni and
Why do you
cucumber.
always go with cucumber?
Cucumber.
Every time we talk about
my
pizza,
goddamn house.
every time we talk about pizza,
Cucumber.
you're like, "Oh, let's get cucumber on pizza."
Ew.
That's
It's
good.
good. It is
It's
good.
not. What are you talking about?
disgusting.
It's a Seinfeld reference.
It's
No,
a
it's
Seinfeld
not.
reference.
No,
Is
I
it-
came up with it, and
Oh,
then I watched
another-
Seinfeld. I'm like, is
another-
that cucumber on pizza?
Another unoriginal Sam joke.
What do you mean?
Every joke.
Next thing, you know, the next thing he's
come
gonna do. What's your
across-
favorite candy? Mine's Junior Mints. And I'll be like, wow, okay.
I always come
Paul
across.
Glantz.
I always come
Paul
across
Glantz.
some really obscure meme that or a joke that I've never seen before, and I'm like, this sounds like something Sam would say. I'm like, wait a minute, Sam said this like 5 months ago.
It's because I came up with it.
Someone took your joke.
Yeah, someone took my joke.
Well, anyway, yeah, pepperoni is the
I
only way to
remember
go. I gotta say, you ever have like there's two pizza boxes, right? One's cheese pizza, one's pepperoni.
Yeah.
And so once the pepperoni's gone, and you're still hungry, but you see that cheese pizza. I personally, I never go for it.
Why?
I just say, you know what, I'm full.
No. You
Well,
go
it-
for it.
Food's food.
If nobody's eating the cheese, then yeah, if I'm really feeling it, I'll go for it.
Food
But
is
most of
food.
the time, no, I'm actually not going to.
Nah,
Because-
I say food is food. Food is food. I'll eat that food. You heard it
It's-
here.
He
Food
does
is-
eat it, and then he
food is
leaves it
food.
around.
You know,
and
I
have
make
to clean it up.
I make a mean food.
You make a mean food?
What
What
kind
Like
kind of mean food?
potato.
How come you don't make it nice?
Make a mean slider. Ooh.
Well, what are you gonna cook for us?
Oh yeah,
next?
your slider,
I was
the
thinking
monster
pizza.
Krabby Patty.
Oh yeah.
When you
I
made the
remember
monster Krabby Patty, and then we had to get
Chris.
we had to get him to eat the whole thing.
It's like a
because nobody-
steak.
Yeah, he was eating it like a steak. He put the burger toppings on it. The only thing he didn't do was have the bun, and it was hilarious.
We should have ripped the buns.
Yeah,
like,
and then
we
like,
ran out of buns.
Yeah, we could.
Oh.
Oh right, that's why we didn't.
That's why we made the
Yeah,
giant.
that's why we made the
I
giant Krabby
bought too
Patty.
much meat. I'm like, oh
Could have made our
no.
own bread.
Let's just make a giant hamburger.
It was sat in the back of the fridge for like 4 days before we had to go back.
Yeah.
And we're like, are we gonna eat this or just throw it away?
I'm surprised
We gotta
Chris,
eat this.
Surprised Chris didn't get sick.
Yeah, right. But like, you know,
It's just raw meat.
You
It's
know
a
that,
lot
you know
of
that
meat.
boy.
Chris-
He eats his raw meat.
Like Raul, like the burger was like this big.
You cooked it.
Well,
right.
this-
Raul could have ate it.
I would,
Yeah,
I would
right.
say it's about like it was almost about. Would you say 10 inches in diameter? It was something big. Maybe you know what? Maybe 8.
Whoa, whoa.
Maybe 8 in diameter. But it was huge.
Yeah, it was really big.
And it was a thick burger.
It's like the
it,
size of
it
a
wasn't just
small
like
pizza.
it wasn't like a thin little burger. It was like a personal sized pizza.
Yeah.
Like one that you throw in the microwave, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the size of
It's
it.
pretty
It was
big.
ridiculous. I've definitely had smaller pizzas than that.
It was well seasoned too.
They
I thought it
were
was
they were
well
some
seasoned.
excellent food, I have to say.
Yeah.
You know how to cook. Did you learn that from Cooking Mama?
I just sort of figured it out.
You just sort of figured what?
Yeah, just play around in the kitchen, make some
Yeah,
good.
he really had no
stuff.
idea how to make it.
You know,
I just sort of
I
figured
could
it
go
out.
for
He just
So is
Improv'd
it,
it.
in a sense, is it original?
pizza.
Sure.
Because you didn't use any instructions. You just kind of
No.
went off your own knowledge. So
Yeah.
is that creating something original, or are you copywriting?
I don't know.
What
Copyright.
Well, not
copyright?
well. That's kind of like a general statement. I'm not saying you can copyright food, but like if you recreate a document that was already made,
Like accidentally, you're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna.
you made it completely and honestly,
But you can
and
eat
honestly
the
from like
evidence.
you could of food, but
Yeah.
well, I guess you could eat the document too. But like,
Well, the thing with copyright,
No,
if
no,
someone
say
has
that-
it, you can't like sell
No,
it.
no. I mean, say you got something like McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King. They all sell burgers, but
One square.
but they all have a recipe to it, and it's not the same.
yeah. But you could say Sam's got his own recipe.
You know, I
too.
want
Sure.
some McDonald's too.
No, but what I'm saying is like if you
24/7.
recreate a document
Uh-huh.
that's the same as one that's already existing, is it like plagiarism or?
I don't know. I'm no lawyer.
Well, what are you going to school for?
A lawyer.
Law.
Oh,
See,
that typography.
You heard it here,
No.
folks. You heard
No.
it here, folks.
Typography.
Sam's gonna be a
Heck
lawyer.
yeah, typography.
What is
good class?
What is
Typography?
typography?
The study of fonts and typefaces.
Why am I gonna like emojis?
You know, like serifs.
Like
you know?
emojis.
Like, why is this font called sans serif? Or Comic
Sam
You're
Sans.
gonna, is that really
Comic
what you're saying?
Sans.
Yeah, my instructor spent the
If you were
first
funny.
class demolishing Comic Sans, saying why this font sucks. You know,
For your essay, you should use it.
and
You should use
he
Comic
had a
Sans.
list of fonts that we were told to never use, and like the font that I use on the thumbnails was there. I'm like, oh no.
It's everything you've known, Sam.
Yeah.
And your professor's like, I hate this.
I
Like
hate
ever
this.
since I took that class, I'm
Refund.
just staring at fonts. I'm
You
like,
don't use
that's
Times
a
New
good
Roman.
font. That's it.
Why don't you use Times New Roman
Times New
I'm a
Roman.
Times New Roman.
Boring.
all the time?
Oh my God.
Like
I love Times
they
New
don't
Roman.
even tell when they even tell you like you can use whatever font you want. I still go straight to Times New Roman because that's the way
it's
to
easy.
be.
It's professional.
Like
What
it's,
about
I don't know why it's
Calibri?
always preset to
No,
Calibri.
no. Hobo,
man, I
Hobo
don't-
STD, good font.
Hobo STD?
I don't know why.
That's a font.
What?
Is it really?
I have never heard of
What's
it.
it look like?
How would a hobo
Like a
acquire
hobo.
an STD?
With an
though?
STD?
It's called Hobo STD.
Homo STD?
Hobo.
Hobo STD.
Well, okay.
Pull it up.
It was also one of the worst fonts.
I'm gonna do my I'm gonna do my final projects and like papers in Wingdings.
Yes, Wingdings is the way. You have to type
Wingdings
it out in Wingdings, and then you highlight the whole thing and send it into 3, translate it to Japanese, and then send it back into Wingdings 1.
What? Is that?
Well, because then they're never gonna figure out what you put.
Well, that's just
Oh.
English into Japanese back into English.
Now, have you ever seen
It
Wingdings.
turned into Wingdings.
No, I thought it was
Yes.
gonna be like that Bing Translate.
Oh, yeah.
Bing
like
Translate.
Yeah.
What?
Who uses Bing?
No one.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Bing.
Because it's not Google.
Sponsor us, Bing.
Sponsors Bing.
Well, what about Yahoo?
No one uses Yahoo.
Yahoo's stupid.
Nobody uses
Bing.
Yahoo and nobody uses Bing.
Like, Bing kind of has
Bing.
people. Yahoo. Who's going on Yahoo?
Yeah, Yahoos. They're
Yeah.
just a bunch of Yahoos.
Yahoo?
Yeah.
Well, who goes on Bing? I go on Bing to search up Google.
Yeah.
And then they do the Yahoo does it too. They're like why use them when you could use us? And it's like it's like a
Because
sad
they're better.
it's
than
a
you.
sad attempt.
Duh.
Let's make our own web search
engine.
Yeah, let's
Search
make our
engine.
own search
I don't
engine.
think that's
What
the
would you-
easiest thing to do.
Well,
but
Harder-
if you
harder
had a
than
search,
we give it to go.
if you had a search engine, what would you call it?
Let's ask the fans. Let's ask the
Blip.
chipmunks what they would put.
Blip?
Bloogle.
Let me blip it.
Let's blip it. Let's blip it.
Bloogle.
Just blip it. Just bloogle it.
Oh yeah.
Just diddle it.
Just do it.
Diddle it, yeah. I'll call
Just
it
diddle
diddle.
it.
Diddle.net.
Diddle.net. Diddle.net.
.net.
.net.
Bet.
Wow.
Yeah, see?
Babygotback.net.
Wow.
What?
Ketchup and mustard cake. Ketchup cake with mustard frosting.
Ew.
Where's your boy
Reverse
Josh?
that, and then you got something there.
No, that's still
What?
gross either way.
Mustard's better.
Mustard is better.
I agree.
What?
But they're both kind of bad.
Mustard is better than ketchup.
Oh, get out of here.
People eat this stuff?
Well, what about honey
I
mustard
guess.
versus
I'm
mustard?
just
I
not
hate
really
It's all
shitty for
disgusting.
fries.
Okay, well, wait. How about the
Just looking for
disgusting? Hold on
stuff
now.
to talk about.
Ketchup,
Yeah.
mustard.
No. Let's
Honey
not get crazy
mustard.
here.
Now salt.
You wish.
Salt is the finest.
Salt is
Yeah,
spicy.
salt
Spicy
is-
like.
Yeah,
is
it's a little
good.
spicy. Honey barbecue, too spicy.
So
Sweet barbecue,
What's-
too spicy.
What's your guys' favorite
Seasoning.
dressing at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dressing.
Hot sauce.
Ranch.
For like what?
Oh wait,
Size?
like
sauce.
Like your favorite
sauce.
sauce.
Okay, because I don't dip my wings.
I do dry seasoning.
When you dry.
I do dry.
I'm a wet kind of guy.
I go,
You go
in
dry?
I go in dry.
Depends
Wow.
on what I'm getting, man. If you get like the traditional wings, you gotta go dry. It's just easier
What?
on your fingers and stuff.
I agree.
No, I do boneless.
Boneless,
dry.
you can
Boneless
stick
dry.
a fork in there, pop it in your mouth.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get as much. wet
That's
stuff
true.
as
You can have a
want.
lot of sauce.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a lot easier to manage, I guess.
I
Oh
try
yeah, my fingers definitely
Yeah.
turn orange after.
I've gotten boneless dry rub at points too, dude. I like the desert heat one for the
Ooh.
dry rub.
Desert heat.
But for like
handle.
I'm not a spicy guy. Sweet barbecue's my limit.
I love spicy stuff.
My
you
go-to
gotten-
is hot.
Have you ever gotten blazing?
Yeah,
I've gotten
blazing.
blazing before.
Blazing's
Dude,
great.
that
Did
gets
you
crazy.
get any of the wings where it was like it was the limited edition? I think it was like the scorpion heat or something like that, and they had to give you vanilla ice cream with it because it was so hot.
Wow, I did not.
It was fantastic. It was hot, and there was really no point to it except for it to be hot, and you get vanilla with it. So
Sounds
why
about
not?
right, man.
It was great.
like those last 5 sauces on like the tier list are pretty much only just to be extremely
Yeah.
hot. There's no
Well,
flavor.
mango habanero is super sweet, but it burns. It's
yeah.
like the
It, like-
weirdest thing in the world.
I've never heard that.
It's like eating a mango
It's like-
and then
it's
someone
like-
lighting your tongue on fire. Like there's no taste to the heat. It's just heat.
No,
Yeah.
it just it tastes
That's
super
what
sweet.
blazer
It
was.
tastes really nice. It's like sweet barbecue, except
Yeah.
it's really
You
freaking
taste
hot.
like the mango sauce. You're
And
like,
you're like,
wow,
wow,
this is delicious.
tastes great.
And then all of a sudden,
it just starts to
just fucks your mouth.
That's
yeah, you're
when it gets you.
if,
That's when it
especially if
gets
it
ya.
caught on your lips. Then you just kind of wish you
Just
died.
gonna have a bad time.
Like you just wish you were
Ooh.
dead.
I
Because then it
had
gets into the bloodstream, and then
I like I just ate a bunch of like mango habaneros one time sitting in my dorm room, and I was like I ran my tongue under the faucet, just like not drinking water or anything. I just like scrubbed my tongue because it was so hot. I just wanted it out of my mouth. I was like,
I've had that sensation before.
it hurt so bad.
For whatever reason, I decided to get some ghost pepper salsa, and
Oh yeah, I tried that. It
yeah,
wasn't that bad.
that's what you and my friends said that, and I was so disappointed. Like that stuff is hot.
You know,
It hurts.
I had that once, but I had a jalapeno.
No, Sam, you ate like a ghost. I remember like years ago, you ate like a ghost pepper.
Meat stick.
Yeah, meat steak.
What?
It's like beef jerky, but the flavor
It's like a
was
Slim
ghost.
Jim.
Yeah, but it was like a flavored
Ooh.
ghost pepper. You ate that, and you're like, I don't taste nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, what about like that flavored cube or something like that?
Oh yeah, you ate a bouillon cube. Remember
Yeah.
that? And you're like, tastes like.
I did the bacon challenge.
It's a bacon
Pretty.
challenge.
You know, you take a hot sizzling piece of bacon,
Oh, that.
pick it up with your hands,
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
in your mouth.
No, I threw up after.
Chew it.
I threw up after. that.
Wait, you do what?
You take a sizzling hot piece of bacon off
Right.
the pan with your hands,
What?
and you put it in your mouth and eat it
No, you remember
while
that?
it's still hot.
You remember that deep fried
Oh.
bacon that we tried to do?
What?
You remember we like tried to do deep fried bacon?
This stuff's gonna knock your heart into
Yeah.
12th gear.
Well,
I threw up, but yeah.
Actually, no, it's gonna stop it. That's what it's gonna do.
What else?
What?
There was another food thing I was gonna talk about.
Salt cake. Ooh.
Remember salt cake?
Hey, it's okay.
That was funny.
Salt cake.
Yeah.
You never heard the salt cake, Taylor?
Well,
No.
Time to tell
Ooh.
the story. Tell the story.
All right. So we were in
Oh,
Boy
salt
Scouts.
Yes, Ryan remembers.
I
Boy
wasn't paying
Scouts are
attention, but salt cake. Oh my god.
We had sort of a cooking competition called the Iron Chef. We divided into teams and would cook our best attempt of a dish. My team wanted to make a cinnamon cake. Very fine and pristine, wonderful tasting cake. But of course, disaster. When we were mixing the ingredients, we mixed up the sugar with the salt. So we had this very salty cinnamon cake, and we didn't notice until it was already done. So we're like, what are we to do except serve this cake
For the judges.
to the
Wait,
Judges.
this was like in front of judges?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
judges
Like, we
volunteered to be there. They're like, oh, we
We
could
actually
taste
had-
some good food. And
Oh no.
oh no. We didn't lose. We got third place
What?
out of 4.
Oh, okay.
Who's the loser? What do they have?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I forgot.
Nothing.
They probably, yeah, you gotta feel embarrassed if you lost to a cake that was made with salt instead of sugar.
I wanted to try it. It looked really good.
Yeah, it looked good. It wasn't good.
I stole a piece and I just taste salt.
Like, so the frosting, wait, there was frosting on it?
No, it was just like
It was just the sponge,
like an
like
apple
the
crisp,
cake.
Yeah.
except no apple.
Just think of a regular cake, no frosting, and it looks
Okay.
really good.
Like
And
a
then you're
cinnamon crumble.
And you're like, oh boy, can't wait to enjoy my delicious cake. And then bam, it's
Man,
loaded with salt.
the salty
It's a
surprise.
salty
A
surprise.
salty surprise.
Salty
I have
supreme.
definitely never had a mishap like that. Wait, you know what?
You know what?
Oh,
Maybe.
the place where I was working, right, at a restaurant, and we were out of milk.
Ew.
So, what better substitute for milk? Because this 5-year-old,
Then butter.
this 5-year-old
Water.
was gonna be damned if he did not get his refill on the milk, and he finished off like I don't know, a half gallon. He was just chugging it down, but free refills are the death of restaurants. Anyway, I go to the back and I get him his little refill, but I realize that's not nearly enough to fill that whole cup up. So then I ask the waitress, well, we're out of milk. Do we have any more in the back? No, I guess we don't. So she takes some water, pours it in there, and stirs it up. And I'm like, yeah, but I can totally tell that's milk with water. In case you haven't seen it, it just looks like milk with water. There's no way to describe it. And she says, well, shit. Then she takes some half and half cream, pours it in there, and it looks just like milk. And I'm bedazzled right now. Like I could not understand what's happening. Bedazzled. So we take it out to the kid. He drinks it, and he loves it. He has no idea what's going on. He's like, this milk tastes great. What is this? And I'm like, that's just milk, kid. And I walk away, and I have never walked out to that table again. I wanted to make sure that they did not catch this. Like, I had never once seen a kid drink watered down milk with half and half creamer, and somehow he thought it was real milk. It was beyond me. I don't understand.
I gotta try that.
Go for it. It looks like milk to me. Or maybe that was just the perfect mixture, but it was something. You making a little gesture? What are you doing?
Yeah, you're trying.
I don't know.
I feel like you're trying to start something, Sam.
No?
You got your hands folded on your lap in a curious way.
I'm just sitting. It's comfortable.
You're just sitting.
Oh, looks like Raul's out.
Yeah, Raul was KO'd.
Is this gonna be a trend
Uh-huh.
where Raul sleeps?
The question is,
Every
how
single
long
episode?
into the cast can he make it? He made it significantly farther,
Yeah.
He did.
but he still did not make it that far.
It's a new trend.
That's alright, man.
He got off of work.
Give him a little.
Hey, Raul, you want to say something?
Thank you for that.
Thanks, Raul.
Wise words.
Mm.
That's the lesson for today, everybody.
Yeah, and I think that's a good place to end it off.
Yeah.
All right,
so.
that's a
think
wrap.
so.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it.
Well,
This was dope.
we were glad to have you. They
Yeah.
have been so excited to have you.
Yeah,
It was
for the first episode.
The very
for
first
the
episode. The first official
Sweet.
guest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like guest of honor.
The guest
Let's put
of
this
honor.
on my resume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you better.
I have to put it on my resume.
Yeah, I was in a very big podcast. Perhaps you've heard of it, Nitwit.
Chit chat.
Nitwit ChitChat.
They
Chit-chat.
finish your sentence like
Yeah,
chit-chat.
with chit-chat.
The Nitwit ChitChat.
Gotta get me on with it.
Yeah, you can check us
I
out
can
on
pull
iTunes.
some strings.
Explicit though.
Yeah, explicit.
This one especially.
This was
Don't listen.
so bad.
Don't let your kids.
Oh come on, kids seen worse.
Do the PG version and cut out all that bad stuff.
No,
Yeah.
just
And
quack
then
out the whole
David?
thing. I'll quack out the whole thing for your
Quack.
kids.
Like do like a little modest crow or something like that. Like
I'll sing a little tune over it. Like you can still hear the muffled, but it's just gonna be my voice.
Okay.
I'll say this part wasn't so bad.
And we also
This story was pretty
yeah.
bad.
we have an email now, nitwitchitchat@gmail.com.
at
Do we
gmail.com.
really?
Yeah.
You never told
Send
me.
your fan mail, questions, anything.
What?
Fan mail.
Yeah, fan mail.
You never
man.
told us that you made a Gmail.
Well, of course I did.
Well, wait. How could they send us fan mail? They don't know what any of
Email.
us look like.
What?
It's fan mail, not fan art.
Oh shoot! You got a point.
You could've
You got
sent
a
us-
point.
They're just gonna send letters to us
Well,
about how
Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful that we.
ask some questions, you know.
Oh, or ask questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just going at it from a perspective entirely of just them telling us how much they love this podcast.
Yeah.
You know. But questions
It's-
also work.
it's our baby. It's our creation.
It's growing.
Yeah, we gotta nurture it.
Yeah, we got a solid
We gotta.
14 subs on
Oh, yeah.
FeedBurner.
Oh, 14.
Mhm.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm that.
Half of them are bots.
Ah,
Probably.
that happens,
We
yeah.
kind of assumed. You never know.
Well, the one
Yeah.
lady from California.
That was SoundCloud. Not the same thing.
Are we on SoundCloud?
I mean, we could be, but no.
Well, there you have it,
Do we
everybody.
want to?
We could be, but no.
We're on YouTube,
Like
iTunes.
our
guys
Facebook
don't have-
page, our Twitter
Well,
page.
No, we're not on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Do
You
we
gotta
have-
pay for SoundCloud,
Do we have
man.
a Facebook
No, we
page or a
don't.
Twitter page?
Yeah, if you go over like a certain amount of hours. So it's not very good for long podcasts.
Do we have
No,
a
but some of
Facebook
the
or Twitter
episodes-
page though? That's the important thing.
What was that?
Do we have Facebook or Twitter?
No.
Eventually, yeah.
All right, we got to get verified on
Nitwit
Twitter.
ChitChat.
Got to get verified on Twitter.
Just search that on
That blue
anything.
check.
Oh yeah.
That's a must.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get that promoted ads on Twitter. Say,
Ooh.
hey.
You know, it actually doesn't even cost that much to get them on Facebook. It's
Really?
like $20, and like you can get everybody in a 1 mile radius who's using Facebook to see your post for like a day.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I could pay $20.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
But not
exact
45.
what the
No.
exact things about it are, but
So
It's
We'll
like-
we'll
it's
save that
pretty
for the
cheap.
next episode.
save it for your birthday.
Birthday podcast.
like you can set the demographic of people that you want to see it too. Like if you want it only to be seen by like people of like ages 18 to 22, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you want it to be seen only by men, you could do that. It's like relatively cheap, but I mean when you get onto a greater scale, it obviously gets more expensive. But like locally, it's like $20, something floating around that.
All right.
Okay.
So
I believe that's a wrap then.
yeah.
And on
What do
that
you-
note,
What do you want the title to be?
are we gonna talk about that?
Yeah, we could. You
We
know.
could always cut it out like at this point right here, or not.
Or not?
We could.
Jesus.
Well, it's definitely got to be. We probably shouldn't make it anything explicit.
Coco-Nut.
Coco-Nut. Do we want to do Coco-Nut? Raul, if you like Coco-Nut, say nothing. He didn't say nothing. It can't
Well,
be.
he did say nothing.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say the word nothing. That's what I was asking.
Was that what you were asking?
Yes.
Trick
Well,
question.
All right, I'm
Got
gonna shut this down.
Bon voyage.
Alright.
We've
Until
been-
next
Bye,
time.
guys.
Bye.
Which one stop? Okay, that one.
Which one stop?
Da-na-na. Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Feast your eyes.
the moment you've all been waiting for.
The end. Hold up.